What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Major Ben tech video here today on the channel, and we're going to be talking about the Steam Deck again today. But before we get into it, please do consider leaving a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel and follow me on all my social media. I do a gaming channel as well where I stream games and just play games and have fun there too. So do check that out. There's a Discord server down in the description, which is great for people to kind of share their problems and things they want to talk about with the Steam Deck as well. But Valve has potentially just fixed my biggest complaint about the Steam Deck. So there has been a new update. This is particularly for the beta versions, people who want to use the beta software, which I am actually using on my Steam Deck. I'm going to be reading from an article and discussing the issue, and that they've actually fixed this in a very good way, and personally it's actually something that I've drastically noticed too. So I've been playing with the Steam Deck regularly for the last month, and every update Valve has released over the past month has made something about the deck better every single time for me personally. But the most recent update in the beta testing section is far and away the most significant, dramatically improved update for the Steam Deck that we've had since I've owned mine. Basically, what they've done is they've actually changed the way the fan and the note of the fan sounds. So even when the Steam Deck is running at full power with the fan, I don't hear this like whine sound anymore. So I'm just going to read from this article. So they said, we wrote in a separate article on launch day about the Steam Deck's fan noise, noting how loud it is when it's trying to keep the powerful AMD hardware cool. Volume isn't the deck fan's only problem. Because of its size or the fan's design, when it spins up to full speed, it produces a particular whiny noise. Steam Deck fans have started talking about the fan lottery because of the two different fan models that are presented in different Steam Decks. I don't have two Steam Decks to test it side by side, but I can say that I notice the fan every time I use the Steam Decks. So this is like a common thing that people are talking about. So there's some comparison videos here of people talking about bits. I'll link it in the description. It's on a PC Gamer article. But basically the actual OS control now controls the fan curve to improve the experience in low usage scenarios. So I noticed something when I was on the home menu or just downloading a game on my Steam Deck. The fan would randomly ramp up ridiculously high and then suddenly shut back down again. It was almost like as soon as it hit like a certain temperature, the fan would just go all out, and then when it got that temperature, cooled down, it went straight back to the fan being like dead silent again. But now the fan ramps up slowly. It starts to increase. It's a little bit, it gradually is increasing and speeding up, and it gets that system keeping it a more current temperature and more stable temperature, rather than it just going really high and then decreasing rapidly. So do check out these videos, but this is fantastic news, and I'm going to read this next part. So after some testing, I found both of these to be true. I ran Elden Ring before and after beta update. This demanding game definitely gets the fan spinning in both cases, but it's noticeably quieter after the patch. I can't download these videos and show them to you guys because the website won't let me, but do check them out in the link in the description. Elden Ring before, notice how it pitches up again when I re-enter the mansion at the 45-second mark, and it was already loud. And it says, and Elden Ring after, note the temperature difference. It is running in the high 70s now, a difference of up to 10 degrees, but I think it's going to be a worthy trade-off. So it is running slightly hotter. Let's go on. Meanwhile, Death's Door, a moderately demanding 3D indie game, and the Final Fantasy III Pixel remaster, which is not demanding at all, and the fan was much quieter. After the update, the fan didn't even turn on in Final Fantasy III. I took some quick videos of the tests too, but the ambient noise of the wind outside my apartment, thanks San Francisco, makes it hard to really pick up on the difference. So actually in games like Final Fantasy III, as you said, because it's such a low powered game, the fan would spin before. Now it doesn't even activate. Like, it's dead silent. In fact, it's too noisy outside his apartment to hear the noise of the Steam Deck fan. And this is huge news. As long as the temperatures aren't increasing massively. What we don't want to see here is that they've reduced the fan curve so much that the system now is getting ridiculously hot and causing issues and length of life issues for the system. I think we all want to make sure that our expensive Steam Decks, I know for me, since I overpaid to get mine early, I definitely want to make sure that my Steam Deck lasts for many years to come. And if they're decreasing the fan speeds and it is causing damage to the system, then I would rather it was reverted. But I'm sure the Valve would have checked this. There is a bit here I want to read. It says, as Katie explained covering the patch yesterday, the new fan curve allows the deck to get hotter before the fan ramps up to full power, which means the system can run hotter as a result. I didn't find that it was noticeably hot in hand, even playing Elden Ring and seeing the CPU temperature hit 80 degrees. And the exciting thing was, even at that temperature and with the fan running, it wasn't as loud as it sometimes got before the update in much less demanding conditions. So obviously the system is running slightly hotter, and at that heat as well, the fan is quieter for sure. I'm wondering, maybe Valve has kind of run some tests and thought, okay, when they first launched it, let's put the fan at full pace just to make sure that nobody's getting any issues with overheating in the Steam Deck. And since then, they've been gathering info from people's devices and realized, right, we can reduce this down a bit. The longevity of the device will be absolutely fine. We're okay to reduce the fan speed a little bit. Do a better fan curve, wait for it till it gets a little bit hotter before the fan kicks in, and the longevity of the device is fine. It's a quieter device, it's better for the consumer. Let's go with that, and they've rolled it out to the beta. So fingers crossed, this is something that's definitely been fully tested by Valve, because it could cause issues to people's Steam Decks if it's running at a ridiculous temperature, and the devices aren't ramping up as much as they should be. But hopefully that's not the case. Fingers crossed they've tested all this. The device is going to be healthy still, and we can get a quieter device. I think they're working on this pretty quick, because I think it's a very highly noted negative thing. One of the very few negative things that people are talking about the Steam Deck is this noise. And since recently they've been heard talk of iFixit potentially releasing their own fan that you can replace for the Steam Deck, I think they're kind of thinking, well, right, let's sort this out, let's change this. And it may be something that's quietly internally upgraded for some future later down the line Steam Deck models. I've still got my 512GB on pre-order for Q3. It'd be interesting to see if I do get a slightly different internal and they are changing things over time. Maybe that's something we could have a look at in a video when I do get that device. But that's it for now. I just wanted to talk about that. It's great news, really positive all around there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day. Please like and subscribe if you are new to this channel. Check out all my other channels. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.